This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 7, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 1.82 points or 0.45% to 403.05. Total trade volume was down, with 71,369 shares changing hands at a total value of 387.8 million real, or approximately $95,500. On the main board, 4 stocks were up. Leading the market was the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, which was up 1.61% or 100 real to 6,300 real per share, followed by Akleda Bank, which was up 1.42% or 100 real to 7,120 real per share. Grand Twins International and Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ were also up, both gaining 60 and 20 real respectively. On the downside, Phnom Penh Autonomous Port was down 1.34% or 180 real to 13,220 real per share, followed by the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, which was down 0.35% or 40 real to 11,260 real per share. The rest of the main board, including Pestec Cambodia, MJQ Education, and CamGSM, remained flat. Over on the growth board, DBD Engineering added 0.49% or 10 real to 2,060 real per share, while JS Land stayed flat at 3,500 real per share. Akleda Bank once again recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 23,568 shares changing hands at a total value of 167 million real, or over $41,000, making up roughly 31% of total shares traded on November 7th. The Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, with 18,933 shares changing hands at a value of 117 million real, or over $28,900, accounting for around 25% of Thursday's trade volume. In other market news, the CSX issued a disclosure notice to announce the profile listing of a government bond via private placement issued by the Ministry of Economy and Finance. The government bond has a coupon rate of 4% per annum and a maturity date of 5 years. Akleda Bank also released its Q3 profit report, announcing a decrease in net profit and operating profit. According to the bank's disclosure notice, Akleda increased the allowance for impairment losses by $29.92 million compared to Q3 of 2023, following loan reclassifications in line with regulation. These reclassifications were also made in order to withstand and absorb risks which could impact loans and advances to customers. As a result, Akleda Bank's profit attributable to owners of the banks for Q3 2024 was $18.54 million, or 75.81 billion Khmer Real. Singaporean fintech company Liquid Group has announced Roam QR, the next phase of SGQR+, an innovative QR payment switch solution designed to enhance interoperability among local and international e-wallets, mobile payment apps, merchant acquirers, and national QR networks. In Q1 2025, Liquid Group will expand its domestic and international rollout to key markets, including in Cambodia, Japan, China, Hong Kong, Korea, Brazil, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Australia, and India. This collaborative effort is expected to connect approximately 50,000 merchants in Singapore and over 50 million merchants globally, with significant growth anticipated. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened to 4,063 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly up to 104.86. Oil held steady on Thursday after a sell-off triggered by the US presidential election, with a stronger dollar and lower crude imports in China balancing supply risks from a Trump presidency and output cuts caused by Hurricane Rafael. Trump's election win initially triggered a sell-off that pushed oil down more than $2 as the dollar rallied. But crude prices later pared losses to settle at less than 1% decline by the end of Wednesday's session. Gold prices edged up on Thursday but hovered at a 3-week low as market participants braced for an expected rate cut decision by the U.S. Federal Reserve later in the day. Spot gold rose 0.1% to $2,663.09 per ounce after hitting its lowest level since October 15th earlier in the session. U.S. gold futures shed 0.2% to $2,670. Stock futures gained slightly after a huge market rally following Donald Trump's decisive victory in the presidential election. Traders are awaiting the U.S. Federal Reserve interest rate decision Thursday afternoon. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 12 points or 0.17%. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures both traded up 0.13% and 0.22% respectively. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 7th.